예, 영상 계속 이어서 하도록 하겠습니다. 뭐, 인벤 같은 건 없나? 이게 이거고. 에이, 인벤이 없나?
Revelio.
근데 뭐 게임 초반이니까 위층인가봐요. 휴게소 지금 보이는 데가 위층으로 나오죠?
This should be interesting.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Could someone throw a dung bomb? Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right.
이 찌질이는
What did you
뭐야?
hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
귤 먹고 있어요.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
저기 있는 두 친구들.
Under my bed. It must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant. You'd think you could... That is not how that... Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
뭔데?
Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm
별을
honored.
좋아하나
Pleasure to
보네.
have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Revelio.
My brother caused a lot of trouble in Professor Weasley's class when he was at school. He'd idly wave his wand whilst daydreaming and try to figure someone's book into a beat.
That's not right either.
여자애? 사만다
I want
데일.
him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But
못생겼어.
I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones. I want him to thrive here.
Golden
귤이나 좀 먹을게요.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlic, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a
물어볼 건
Hufflepuff
다
than a
물어봐야죠, 뭐.
Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
아, 못생겼어.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You would best not keep her waiting.
휴게실 밖에서 위즐리. 아까 교감 선생님이죠? 위즐리 교수가. 여기로 내려가? 아, 이게 타겟팅을 이렇게 하고 쏠 수 있나 보네. 아하. 네.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
단기 속성 과정이야?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
마법의 책이 뭐 가이드가 되어서 도와준다는 거군요. 아, 뭐 그렇게 해서 자연스럽게 오픈월드를 탐험하게
I certainly
진행을
would have
하는 건가?
appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust? And see
Revelio?
what details the field guide can provide.
필드 가이드 챌린지는 경험치를 획득한 유일한 방법이다. 필드 가이드. 아, 뭐 챌린지가 여러 가지가 있네요. 아, 이제 이거 누르니까 이런 게 나오네요. 장착하기? 일단은 뭐 기본으로 제공해 주는 거니까. 아 이거 0굴인데? 기본 모자가 더 낫다. 아 얼굴 금태 안경도 예, 뭐 이렇게 예. 컬렉션 아무튼 돌아다니면서 리벨리온을
Keep your
잘
eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
이것도 해야 되나 여기도? 이게 뭐죠? 아 이거 마법 세팅이 가능한 곳인가봐요. 지금은 이제 마법 세팅은 요거 하나밖에 안 되니까. 예.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio.
잠깐만 저기 뭐 있다. 뭐 좀 신기한 게 있긴 한데 실내를 좀 더 자세하게 볼 수는 없나? 아 아직은 조금 정신이 없네요. 예.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
중앙계단 안 되는 선택도 안 되네요 지금은. 빠른 이동.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Revelio.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I hope I'm wealthy enough one day to buy every broom model.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You
Hogsmeade?
mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade.
게임이 막
You will
액티브하게
also, I
재밌는 건
imagine,
아니고
enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in
해리포터
due course.
같은 영화 같은 느낌의 게임이네요.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
말하지 말랬잖아.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor?
뭔가 좀 팽팽한 긴장감이.
map.
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
네, 지도를 열었어요. 퀘스트. 레벨이 돼야지 진행하는 퀘스트도 있고요. 마법 수업 받는 퀘스트를 일단은
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
일단 자유롭게 이제 마법 나침판
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
앞에 텅 빈
Have
그림이
you gained
있었죠?
any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
대화를 좀 빨리 진행시킬 수는 없나요?
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on
Revelio.
something illuminating that solves the mystery.
루모스로 사용하랬네요. 아니 루모스.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
How in the world did you
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
나방이 있네요. 나방을 그림 속에 넣는 거야?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
오예, 필드가 이제 매미지. 아직 레벨업이 안 됐네. 지금 올라가 있어?
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
레벨업 했습니다. HP가 15 올랐네요. 예. 아무튼 요렇게
I want to play Quidditch professionally when I'm
왜 또 날아다녀?
Revelio.
네, 일단은 가봐야겠죠? 퀘스트 추적. 아, 지도를 그려주네요. 예. 아, 그러고 보니까 마을도 가라 그러지 않았나? 마을은 호그스미드. 아, 여기야?
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
대양이는 뭐야?
Revelio.
응? 올라가야 되나 보네요. 뭐 배경음악도 건물 구성도 괜찮고 스테이지도 나름 뭐 잘 구현한 것
You
같아요.
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
화장실이야?
Revelio.
뭐지? 더 올라가야 돼? 아, 경업이 새롭긴 하네요. 예. 여긴가? 여기네.
We sometimes have to remind him that he was relaxed. It's a nuisance. Still, we never had to.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
나사요 나이 이름이.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
자, 갑니다. 용. 새로운 스킬이네요. 아시오.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air.
영화 보는 것 같아요. 게임이라기보다도 아직은. 지금 이제 월드가 오픈이 안 된 상황이라. 야외로 나왔네요.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, very good. Composure. That's it.
나이스! 나이스!
Splendid!
아우, 아이.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
자, 이놈을 마치고 50? 한 30에? 야, 너 공을 떨어뜨려 줄까 아주? 아, 안 돼! 아. 다시 할 수 없나? 아. 어? 아. 졌어. 다시. 다시 할 수 없어?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
That's it.
Let us see this.
어이, 왜 이렇게 잘해?
There we go.
둘 다 빵점. 내 공을 친다, 내 공을. 아, 위험했다. 자, 이번에는 이겨보자고. 네. 오케이, 이겼어.
Quite impressive.
자, 이겼습니다, 이번에.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
미니게임이네요, 미니게임.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
얘는 좋은 친구인 것 같네.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world
우간다야?
at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me.
이걸 스킵이 좀 됐으면 좋겠는데.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be...
Revelio.
You know it won't work on humans.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
A word, if you would.
레벨을 잠을 때 잠을 때 이렇게 스킬 같은 마법 스킬이 있어야 되나 봐요. 예, 얘기하자고 하니까 얘기해야죠.
To speak with me, Professor.
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
퍼스트 클래스 학생이라는 트로피를 획득했습니다. 오. 새로운 퀘스트 로그. 어둠의 마법 방어법 수련. 네. 기도상의 위치 확인. 네. 시간 안에 다 볼 수 있을까 모르겠어. 지금 43분이거든요.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
못생기네.
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
다른 층에 있는 것까지 다 보여가지고 좀 헛갈려요. 예. 밑에 층으로 가야 되나 보네요. 어디로 가야 돼? 밑에 층 이쪽으로. 어둠의 마법 방어법 수련은 다음 영상에서 찍어야겠는데. 왔던 길이잖아. 이것도
Lumos. Revelio.
메인 스토리는 이거고.
Revelio.
저 어딜까?
Revelio.
근처에서 나방 춤추고 있을 것 같은데.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
시간이 조금 애매할 것 같은데. 뭐 일단은 진행하다가 뭐
Is that all you've got?
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
레비오스 또 배워야 되겠죠? 자, 이걸로 조정하지. 예. 붕붕붕. 이제 익숙해졌어요 이제 마법 배우기.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak cast.
아, 가드하는 놈은 레비오스로 날리고 공격하는 걸로.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and
그렇다고.
Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Protego. Case things.
You're good.
Now for Severus. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do need to Please warn my students with this note. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
네가 나쁜 놈이야? 뭐 그런 거 같진 않네요.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
이런 그 튜토리얼이나 기본적인 거에 대해서
That's enough spectacle for one day.
이렇게
Class is dismissed.
수업으로 해가지고 나름 재밌네요.
Hecat in a duel.
이런 거는 뭐 괜찮은 것 같아요. 이런 구성.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
나쁜 애는 아닌가 봐요. 예, 예.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain
결투 클럽?
exclusive,
뭐야?
unsanctioned dueling
뭐야 또 저거?
organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
결투장이 있나 봐요.
Congratulatory near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
루칸 브래들리.
Till next time.
If you know the right
레벨
spells,
3.
it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
새로운 퀘스트가 있습니다. 위즐리 교수랑 만나서 호그스미든가 일로 가야 되는데, 예. 반가워 위즐리. 뭐 호그스미드로 가는 걸 알려주나봐요. 퀘스트도 3%. 뭔가 뭐 수집 요소도 굉장히 많고, 마법 동물도 있나 보군요. 예. 아직은 많이 모자릅니다. 뭐 비행 탈 것이나 이런 거는 그 코드 입력해가지고 메인 스토리를 이제 오픈하면 탈 수 있을 것 같아요. 예, 이번 영상은 여기까지 해야 될 것 같네요. 잠깐만, 일단은 다음 퀘스트 위치로 뭐 바로 이동을 할 수 있는 건가요? 아이, 그냥 뛰어가는 게 더 빠를 것 같은데요? 중간에 가다가 또 불 밝힐 수 있는 데가 있으면 불을 밝히는 걸로. 음악 좋네요. 이제 품격이 넘치는 느낌? 예. 응? 이거 고양이 쓰다듬기 퀘스트인가? 이렇게 한 번씩 이렇게 쓰다듬죠? 이유를 모르겠네.
Revelio.
아니, 보물상자는 어디서 나오는 거야? 아, 위층에 있나? 아, 위층에 꼭대기에 있나? 일단 뭐 변신교실 안으로 들어가면 저기 스토리가 계속 진행될 것 같아요. 일단은 뭐 간단하게 튜토리얼 겸 게임 진행을 플레이 해봤습니다. 호그와트 레거시 나쁘지 않은 진행으로 튜토리얼을 학생 수업으로 해가지고 진행할 수 있게 구성했네요. 뭐 첫 인상은 괜찮네요. 뭐 이런 어마무시해 보이는 이런 그 건물 나름 기대에 부응하는 게임이지 않을까 싶어요. 좀 이제 오픈 월드를 이제 나중에 느끼게 되는 그 순간이 온다면 더 재밌게 할 수 있을 것 같아요. 지금은 아직은 튜토리얼입니다. 튜토리얼. 아직 배울 게 많아가지고. 예.
Revelio.
예스. 예. 뭐지?
Protego. Lumos. Levioso.
나왔어. 나이스. 공을 띄우면 되네요. 요런 거를 이제 뭐 수집하는 그런 재미도 있네요. 예.
Revelio.
예, 그러면 오늘 영상은 여기까지 하도록 할게요. 예, 다음에 계속 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 위즐리 교수랑 만나면서 게임을 진행하게 될 것 같아요. 그러면 다음에 만나요. 안녕.